What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe. I am back for a second show. I figured out what I was doing wrong with my live streams. So I'm back. I'm not going to do a full episode. I'm actually just testing this out to make sure that I'm actually going to connect here. Yes, there we are. Everyday Dre is in the house. Beast Ninja 007 is here. For my YouTube audience, it's actually a little bit confusing here. What I attempted to do, I was on at my regular time, 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific, and I'm doing a mega cast. So right now I am broadcasting live to Facebook, Twitter, and both of my YouTube channels. Well, the problem was that I thought that I was having some sort of technical difficulty or technical issue. My stupid ass, for whatever reason, decided to set both of my live streaming, how can I put this? My live streaming settings to private, right? So I'm sitting here, I'm on the air, I'm like, why aren't I streaming to YouTube? No. So I went ahead and did the show, and I'm thinking, what the hell just happened? So I go through all my streamings, and wouldn't you know it, boom. Unbelievable. I set it to public, and now it appears that my technical issues have been completely solved. So I'm not gonna do the whole show over again. So what I'll do, and it's episode 174, and you guys are more than welcome to watch episode 174 when it gets done processing. What I'll do is I'll just do a Q&A, just a Q&A session here with you guys, just to make sure that everything is running smoothly. Welcome back, my Facebook and Twitter audience, which is probably tired of seeing my face about now, because you guys have seen me twice already. I erased the first one, not so much the second one, but yeah, everything looks like it is running smoothly. Beast Ninja, Justin Kudo says, "What's up, Donovan? Good to see you in here. I assume that you're on my bigger channel." John Paul says, "Hey, Donovan, have a great Christmas." Thaddeus Scott, shout out to you. Jordan Booker says, "What's up, triple OG Donovan?" Booker Low 1977 says, "Finally, I catch a live show. Keep up the good work." What has happened, guys, is if you guys remember, way back in October, I got a community, actually it was September, I got a community strike. So I had to start a second YouTube channel. So that I could continue to live stream these shows. Well, my community strike on my big channel, the one that I have 5,700 subscribers on, that one is over. So rather than starting over from scratch and alienating, my 1,100 or so subscribers from a second channel, I decided to get software that would allow me to broadcast to both YouTube channels at the same time. And it appears, let's see here. Yeah, it appears that it is working. So let me just jump in here and make sure that we are streaming live. Yep, streaming live to that channel. Streaming live to this channel. Excellent. So it looks like we're good to go. And what I did is and Sharp Assist says, "Hey guys, join us on the main channel." You don't have to join me on the main channel. We are streaming live to both Donovan Sharpe and TSR Live. And so it's definitely good to have you guys in here. Shout out to Everyday Dre with the $2 super chat. Says, "Public service announcement. People can earn Google points to donate." I did not know that. Very good. Paul Sharp says, "Even though we have last names, that's not the reason I subscribed." You're real as fuck. I'm a huge fan. As you guys can see, I've made a few changes. Everyday Dre, if you look at the screen, you can see your name at the top right there. Anytime you guys donate via Super Chat, or there's also a new way, actually, there's a new way to contribute to TSR Live, guys. Go to Streamlabs/Donovan Sharpe. That is Streamlabs/Donovan Sharpe. You can donate, and you can use your PayPal balance to donate, or you can use a credit or debit card. The advantage here, guys, is that your donations come straight to me, and it's 100% of your hard-earned cash goes to TSR Towers. Okay, so you don't have to worry about how can I put this? You guys don't have to worry about like fees being taken out. I don't know what the super chat rate is, but I think they take like 35% of the if you want to donate via super chat, that's perfectly fine. But yeah, you can absolutely do that. So hit the like button, Taylor Walston. Jordan Mitchell says, does women's behavior get predictable as you continue to accumulate red pill knowledge? Shout out to you, Jordan Mitchell. Absolutely. When you take the red pill, it's like getting x-ray vision. Like, and it's funny because when you talk to girls with red pill awareness, you can literally see, like it's almost like you're watching a movie subtitled. You can see you can see their mouths moving, but below you see the red pill translation. So when a woman says, I haven't been in a relationship in over a year, on the bottom we'll scroll across, but I've been fucking dudes by the truckload because I don't have a boyfriend. You understand what I'm saying? I've never cheated on my boyfriend. Right across the screen, it'll say, because you're fucking dudes by the truckload. Anything a girl says, the more red pill knowledge that you accumulate, the more predictable women's behaviors become. So very good question there by Jordan Mitchell. Cyborg K says, Donovan, I have watched your show on Single Mother several times. I never knew they were huge sluts. Respect to you. Absolutely. Listen, man, single moms are epic sluts. They are absolutely epic sluts. So shout out there to Cyborg K on that. Taboo Smash says, first time I catch a live video. Yeah, this is the first time I am broadcasting through my big channel, 5,700 subscribers. My guess is that I'll probably get a bigger audience as my larger channel hits the bell. But I didn't want to leave my smaller audience, out in the cold. So I wanted to make sure that everybody got in here. You guys see I've got a YouTube counter. I've actually got 8 people watching on my main channel, but for whatever reason the YouTube counter is showing 0. I've got 41 people watching on the other one. So shout out to John Paul. Dre Henley says, yep. Paul Sharpe says exactly. Zaire Phoenix says, do you suppose to simp with the women? Do you suppose to simp with the women in your family? How to handle dominant women in your family? You don't. There's just no. I mean, listen, man, they're your family. You can't treat your mom and your sisters like you do bitches out on the street. You just can't do that. That it just doesn't make any sense. They're your family. You have to treat them differently. Good question though. Beast Ninja 007 says, yo, Donovan, we all know that tats are a major slut sell. If your main chick wanted to get tats, how would you respond? You tell her, listen, if your main chick wants to get a tattoo, tell her, that's fine. You can do whatever it is you want to do. But if you do, if you get a tattoo, I'm out. Oh my God, why? Because I can do what I want. Listen, you can do whatever it is you want to do, but I'm not going to be committed to a woman full-time with a woman who has tattoos. Why not? Because I said so. It's a personal choice, and I don't have to explain anything to you. So go ahead, hit the tattoo artist. Go ahead and get inked up. But you'll be back on the dating market again. Absolutely. D-Dula, I haven't seen you in here in quite some time. He says, what's the other channel? The other channel is now called, the big channel with 5,700 subscribers, that is now called Donovan Sharpe. I have 2 main YouTube channels. I am streaming simultaneously to both channels. So, and I'm also streaming live again to Facebook as well as Twitter. So my Facebook and Twitter audiences are probably, like I said, they're probably tired of seeing me at this point. This is the 3rd time I've done this. Gave this thing a couple of shots just to test the waters here. Yep. Looks like I'm good to go. So yeah, as we get this thing tweaked out, it looks like I have worked out all of the bugs, and yeah, it looks like we're streaming live to Twitter, which is also very good. Excellent. I've got 631 people watching episode 174 on Twitter right now, so that is definitely encouraging. Definitely encouraging. Hit the like button, guys. Definitely hit the like button. Deep 185, good to see you in here. Shout out to Eric P with the $5 super chat. Says, what up, D? To the Christmas tip jar. Fly, Eagles, fly. You're goddamn right. I saw a playoff question by somebody earlier, but for whatever reason, I'm not able to... shout out to D-Dula, who just subscribed to the other channel. So, and you guys can see right there on the right-hand side of your screen, anytime anyone donates via super chat or through streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharpe, on whatever channel it's on, it's going to come up there. So D Dulaw just subscribed, Everyday Dre with the $2 super chat, and in just a few, Eric P's name is going to appear with his $5 super chat. So I certainly appreciate that as well. John Paul says, my brother is getting married in 2 weeks. He did the biggest sin. He read an email from his girlfriends who are best friend and found out that she has slept with over 100 guys and 3 guys he knows. Listen, man, this is what happens when you don't have red pill knowledge. Unbelievable. 100 fucking dudes. Unbelievable. I swear, man, bitches ain't shit. I swear to God. Robbie, shout out to you. First time I'm talking to you in here. Says, hi, Donovan. Would you oh boy, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. All right, I'm gonna have to pull up all of the chats here because give me 1 second here. I'm gonna have to pull up all the chats because for whatever reason, this I've got the chat software going here, but it doesn't allow me to scroll. Yeah, it doesn't allow me to scroll up or down, so I can't necessarily go back and look at different chats. I'm gonna have to get that adjusted somehow. And now I can't get out of the window. So this is, oh my God, this is proving to be very. Okay, come on. Oh boy. If it's one thing, come on, get out of here with this. Oh boy, I hate this stuff. Escape, escape, escape. I don't know how to minimize this, and now I'm getting... This is where my temper gets the better of me, guys, is when... Items... So, I just blew up the... I just made the chat super large, and now I can't... Shout out to Isaac Norales with the $2 super chat. Dude, what? 212? Good to see you in here. Michelle Cobre says that Zaire never ever simp for a woman who's not in your... Michelle, I assume you're a woman. Watch your step because I don't like women in the chat here. So I am not about women who are going to come in here and attention whore. I'm not going to have women coming in here and hijacking my chat. So... Give me a second here. Let me just quit this. Okay, there. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. All right, so I had to quit Google Chrome there for just a second, so let me jump back in here. Bear with me, guys. This is all, this is all very, very new to me. So it's trying to navigate my way through these treacherous waters. It's good to see that the software works, though. It's good to see that I am able to broadcast simultaneously. Let me go back to the last slide. Right now, I am doing what I call a megacast. This is the way it's going to be from here on out. I am going to broadcast to both of my YouTube channels. I'm going to broadcast live to Facebook as well as Twitter. And I have, between all 4 of those mediums, my 2 YouTube channels, Twitter and Facebook, this show will be available to over 10,000 people. So I'm hoping to grow my audience in that regard. So let me fire this thing back up, get the chat going. Forgive me here for my incompetence, guys. I'm just trying to navigate my way through this stuff here. Okay, where is my... Okay, there we go. Right. Stream dot... Okay, excellent. Okay. All right, very good. So everything is good there. Let's go to the chat. There we go. There we go. All right. That's the one thing that I'm really not a big fan of. I don't like the fact that I can't go back and scroll up to see previous messages, to see previous chats. So it looks like I'm gonna have to find a way to maybe monitor both chats. Let's see if I can do that here. Bear with me, guys. I know this is bad. I know this is terrible radio. I know this is bad radio. Just bear with me here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do this the old school way, and I'm just gonna open up both chats and we're gonna let the good times roll here. So there we go. So we're gonna do pop out chat number 1. Very good. Now we're going to go to my second channel and do pop-out chat number 2. This is the coolest software, guys. It really is. To be able to broadcast live. And I know things are a little bit unorganized. My shows are usually very, Very organized, guys. You guys know that I like to keep. I like to run a tight ship. I like to keep things organized, but this software is. It's definitely challenging, but I'm gonna tell you what, man. It appears to be worth every penny. It really is. So, all right. So now I got both chats up. Looks like I'm gonna have to invest in another monitor of some sort. I saw somebody asked a question about the playoffs, and you guys know I love me some football. Give me 1 second here. A lot of new faces in here. Dude, Justin Kudos, Wade Senator. He's definitely got Thaddeus Scott in here. Jordan Booker. Booker Low 1977. Donnell, good to see you in here. You're definitely not a newbie. Paul Sharpe is a new guy. TNM, definitely an old school guy. John Paul, good to see you in here. Everyday Dre, of course, is in here every day. Taylor Walston, a TSR Towers regular. Cyborg K, I've seen you a few times. Taboo Smash, good to see you in here. Paul Sharpe says yes, he is new. Yeah, no relation, guys, between myself and Paul Sharpe. I think I'm gonna get rid of this viewer count thing here, guys. I think this is too much. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, you try to add you try to add some bells and whistles to, just to kind of see what's going on. Let me go to my dashboard here. See, let me see the statistics. Yeah, listen, we got if I can do my crack mathematics, I've got 51 people watching total at this point in time between both channels. And let me go to Twitter, see how many people are watching on Twitter. Of course, it's got the same title. Ay. I've got 3 viewers on Twitter, so I'm gonna have to delete both of those because I don't want to muck my page up with the same type stuff. But again, just to sort of recap, obviously a few changes. Definitely doing a few changes around here. Like I said, I've got the event list on the right-hand side. Anytime there's a new subscriber to either channel, it's going to come up right there on the right-hand side of the page. Anytime you donate via Super Chat or through my streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharpe link, it's going to come up there. So I will give you a shout-out, then I'll give you a little bit of shine. Absolutely. All right, so let's get back to the chat. So yeah, this is gonna be an open forum, guys. I charge I charge $60 an hour for a consultation to answer questions, but today I'm in a generous mood and I will answer any and all questions regarding girls, game, finance, fitness. I'll answer them as best, and I'll use brevity because I want to try to get to everybody's questions. But it is good to see you guys in here. Got plenty of people watching. I want to see that question on the playoffs. You guys know I'm... here we are. John Paul says, do you think are going to make it to the playoffs? Oh, he says Buffalo. Ooh. Is Buffalo going to make it to the playoffs, man? Nah, I don't think so. I think that the obviously the Patriots are going to win the I think possibly the AFC West might have 3 wildcard teams, and if there are 3 wildcard teams that come out of one division, then the other 2 divisions, the division winners are going to be the only ones. The 3 other division winners are going to be the only ones in the playoffs. So the answer, in my opinion, I think no. I don't think Buffalo's go to the playoffs. Okay. Oh wow, you guys are definitely on the... Dude Watt says Michelle Obama. Okay. John Paul says he's still going to marry that slut. Yeah, listen, he'll be crestfallen and, I can't believe she's fucked this many guys. But guess what? Yeah, he is absolutely going to marry that slut. When and if he confronts her about it, doesn't matter. She'll come up with some sort of lie. She'll come up with some sort of hamstered excuse. Well, it was during my hoe phase. It was during a slutty time, blah, 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 blah. And he'll forgive that slut. Unbelievable. This dude is about to put a ring on the finger of a woman who has taken 100+ cocks, probably thousands of times, man. Thousands of times. That's a damn shame. It really is, man. This is the state of the sexual marketplace. It is, oh god, it's a goddamn shame. I feel sorry for the guy because he probably really thought he was marrying a quality woman, but unfortunately for him, it's not going to be the case. John. Okay, John Paul says he told him to rethink it. Yeah, you can tell him to rethink it, but dude, he's still gonna marry that hoe. We know that. Robbie says, I'm an IT guy. Hire me, Donovan. I will take care of your tech troubles. I appreciate the offer. I might reach out to you, but I think I'm all right for now. I think I should be good to go. Oh, Michelle Cobre says, I'm a fan. Oh, okay. I think Michelle Cobre, I think that might be French-Canadian. So Michelle looks like a guy. And there are guys named Michelle. I used to work for a company that was based out of Canada. I used to talk to guys named Michelle and Valerie all the time. So, Jimmy McDonald, shout out to you. He says, what's up, Donovan? Appreciate you dropping that red pill knowledge in game. Thanks for the shout out there, J Mac. Blackest Night says, this brother is the most structured and organized brother on YouTube's Black Manosphere, and his content is brilliant. Thank you very, very much. And listen, I try. Like, this isn't by accident. Like, exactly what Blackest Night said, that's exactly what I'm going for. I want my content to be strong. I want it to look good for you guys. I try not to muck up my screen with a lot of graphics, but I try to make this look like something that could be on TV. I try to be professional and I try to be organized. I'm not just plopping down in front of a camera and just talking for 2-3 hours. No. I have an agenda, I've got a schedule, I have an outline, I have notes, I go by those notes and let the chips fall where they may. So it's good. It's good that I'm getting the desired effect on my show. So shout out to Blackest Night for that. I appreciate that. I like hearing that from you guys. I like hearing that you guys like the content. I like hearing that my show is doing exactly what I want it to do. Excellent. Okay, perfect. All right, we've got 60 total viewers between the platforms, between YouTube and between both YouTube channels. Jamie Morales says, Donovan, I've always wanted a tat. And after hearing one of your episodes, I decided to get a verse placed on my forearm, and these bitches have been asking nonstop about it, but I never tell them what it means. Dude, there it is. Stepping up your game. I wrote an article on Return of Kings called 4 Reasons You Should Consider Getting a Tattoo. Listen, say whatever you want about tattoos. You can say they're trashy, whatever. I've got tattoos, right? Okay? More 9s and 10s are fucking more dudes with tattoos than 9s and 10s who are not. This is how it is. If you have tattoos, you automatically put yourself into another class as far as sexual market value goes. So good move there by Jamie Morales. And if I'm a little bit behind on the chat, guys, so just bear with me. I'm trying to get to everything. Aslam Mahdi says, peace, I'm always listening, subscribe, but barely on the live stream. Yeah, listen, that's not going to be a problem anymore. My 90-day ban from YouTube is finally up. So I am streaming on my live channel, and we now have a total of 70 YouTube viewers, which is absolutely excellent. I've got 61 on my main channel. I've got 9 on my alternate channel. I love it. D. Dula says, this is HD 4K game. I love it. I love it. I swear to God. That's what I like about you guys, man. I always brag to, to a lot of my buddies. Dude, I probably have the most, you guys are very intelligent. You guys ask me questions that require me to think and give good answers. And then I got a lot of people in here who answer questions for me. I'm like, okay, well, I would have answered that question, but ETF42, he has as much red pill awareness as anybody in here. So it's good that I have an intelligent audience that is red pill aware. I don't have to do a lot of remedial type episodes. I did see a suggestion here for a Womanese podcast, a Womanese episode, and I think I'm going to put that in the queue at some point. Logic Win says, every day a black man with his shit together is a unicorn in the eyes of non-black women. It's not worth it. Trust me. Stack your cash and fuck women overseas. Could not agree more. Blaster seconds that. Says, yep, I want a wife from overseas. He says he's a Navy veteran. I would agree with you, but here's the thing. If you want a wife from overseas, guys, you have to go overseas. Dude, listen, don't go to Russia, don't go to Poland, don't go to Ukraine, don't go to Brazil and bring a woman back here. Because guess what's going to happen? that woman is then she's going to adopt American ways. All right. She is going to become a slut. Listen, ask any man who's ever done a mail order bride, right? Or any man who's ever gone overseas to bring back his wife. Their wives turn into sluts because they're influenced by feminism. Not to say that feminism isn't everywhere, but it is the most prevalent here in the United States. If you think for 1 second that, listen, you can go get a 22-year-old Polish girl, right? You think, okay, she's going to be impervious to the feminism in America. Wrong answer, man. You have to go to Poland so that she remains the person that she was. So she holds on to at least vestiges of her femininity. If you want a woman to stay feminine, if you want her to stay faithful, do not bring her back to the United States. There's nothing wrong with going overseas to find a wife, but you got to be ready to move overseas. Do not bring her here. Absolutely not. Yep. AVI seconds that, says that's the problem, bringing her back. Absolutely. DudeWatt212 says, were you one of the Eagles fans who cheered or booed when Wentz was drafted? Dude, I cheered. Dude, who was our quarterback when we I don't even remember who our quarterback was when we drafted Carson Wentz. To be honest, I don't know. I didn't really boo or cheer. I was excited because we got a quarterback, but obviously I'm excited now. Carson Wentz is absolutely for real. And people are, who's better, Carson Wentz or Dak Prescott? Listen, I'm not gonna get into that debate because I can't be objective. I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so of course I'm gonna say Carson. Dude, I've probably watched, I don't know, maybe 50 Dak Prescott snaps. I've watched every snap that Carson Wentz has taken, so I'm going to be naturally predisposed to be privy to Carson Wentz. By the same token, the numbers don't lie. Carson Wentz was in the MVP discussion this season. Dak Prescott was not. You can do with that what you will. It doesn't matter. The record speaks for itself. Karan Smith, good to see you in here. Beast Ninja 007 says, on a larger level, where do you see the U.S. heading red pill-wise? Like the end of monogamy or the continued rise of feminism, simpsism? It's got to reach critical mass. It really does. And we've all seen and heard dystopia, dystopic novels, right? Good Lord, V for Vendetta, the new Total Recall, where everything is kind of controlled in a conservative society. Well, guess what, man? It's gonna get to a point where people are so sick and tired of these melded gender roles. It's gonna get to a point where people are gonna overcorrect. And that's what's really happening in the manosphere. The manosphere really is one big overcorrection. Like, feminism is so bad. We got guys out here talking about, oh, bitches ain't shit, and all we got to do is fuck them and leave them and this and that and the other. This is how it is. This is how we have to treat women. So as far as the future's concerned, listen, feminism, things are not going to change for the better in my lifetime. My children's children, well, not that I have children, but if I had kids, my great grandkids will have been 6 feet under for years and years before things even start to change. Shout out to Logic Wins for the $10 super chat. Appreciate that. Let's see. Paul Sharpe says, Don's view similar to mine. Well, you're Sharp, naturally. Ben Fast says Keenum is on the case. For you football nerds out there, that's actually a pretty good joke. It's so bad, it's funny, right? Keenum is on the case. Karan Smith says, do you watch basketball? Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do. It's going to be the Cavs and the Warriors in the finals again, and I'm looking forward to that. Yes, Michelle Cobre says, Donovan, I'm not a woman. I said Zaire. Okay, no. I got you. And I'm a little late on this stuff, guys. I'm trying to get to everybody's comments here. Very good. Walter Levels, good to see you in here. Absolutely. Barry, CEO, good to see you in here as well. Sean Crocker, with a U, welcome to the tower, says Go MGTOW. Zaire Phoenix says, I don't simp with women, but I'm confused on how to handle a family full of women. I mean, look, I don't have an answer for you. I mean, I offer advice on handling a woman that you are fucking, have fucked, or are trying to fuck. When I'm around my mom and my sisters, we're like a normal family. Yes, we have our discussions, but by and large, it's, you know, it kind of is what it is. Like, you know, I mean, every once in a while I'll drop red pill knowledge, but I don't give my mom and my sisters ultimatums, you know, like, you know, just doesn't work that way. So good question, but I mean, I don't have an answer for you. I wish I did, but I don't. So. Robbie says, repost, hi Donovan, would you recommend going to nightclubs by yourself and approach if you are just starting in the game and have approach anxiety? I've moved to a new city and don't know anyone. The best way, if you have moved to a new city, starting out in game, approach anxiety. First of all, shoot me your email address. All right, send your email address to donovansharperok@gmail.com. I will send you the ebook that I collaborated with O'Shea Duke Jackson called How to Stop Simping in 24 Hours. In that book, there is a section where I detail the step-by-step process that I used myself to overcome approach anxiety. It's a 4-week process. It worked for me brilliantly. The second answer to your question is nightclubs are the worst place to game women. Listen, dude, listen, man, my game is tighter than a rubber band around an oversized Sunday newspaper. I wouldn't go game in a nightclub. It's loud. Dude, bitches are getting dick thrown at them from every direction. They're not going to pay your ass any attention. The best thing to do in 2017, going on 2018, to get your feet wet, dude, sign up for Tinder. Sign up for Tinder. Get your feet wet. Practice your text game. Fuck a few bitches. Like, Tinder is... I've never been on Tinder before, but you guys can read stories. It is literally like shooting fish in a barrel. So if you're new to the game, like, don't... There's something to be said about approaching women in public. There's no doubt about it, and eventually you will graduate to that level. But you got to get your dick wet. Well, you got to get your feet wet to get your dick wet. Make sure you fuck a few bitches. Learn text game. Learn how to handle women. Then when you graduate to that level, then maybe you can take the training wheels off and go and approach women out in public. But I had to do it the hard way. All right. Back when I learned about the red pill, when I was 32 years old, this was 8, 9 years ago. I didn't have the luxury of Tinder. I had to go out and approach women. Well, guess what? You have the luxury of grabbing your phone, right? Swiping right for ass. You do enough swipes, eventually you're going to start fucking somebody. So that's my advice to you. Start off on Tinder, Plenty of Fish, OkCupid. Get the easy ass and work your way from there. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by going out and starting on level 10. Start at level 1. Get the easy pussy first, get some confidence, and then go from there. Good question. Good question. Desmond Davis 6819 says, "Oh shit, my man Donovan, thank you so much for the game. I appreciate that. I love you guys, man. I do. Shout out to Kevin Samuels in the towers tonight. Listen, my man KS dropped Kevin Samuels dropped serious game. He talked about hats. We talked about socks. We talked about Jordans. We talked about all kinds of stuff. Episode 173. Check that out, because Kevin Samuels drops serious knowledge on that. I always enjoy doing shows with him. So shout out to Kevin Samuels making an appearance in the towers tonight. Karan, am I pronouncing that correctly? Just let me know in the chat if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He says, nice to see you live, Donovan. Appreciate that. Andre Israel says, why are tats such a big deal? You got to be more specific. I can tell you why tats are a big deal for guys and girls. I'll just go ahead and answer both questions. Tats are a big deal for girls because if a girl has a tattoo, she's a bona fide slut. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you're a guy and you have a tattoo, you're going to be more attracted to women because it gives off the bad boy, I don't give a shit, devil may care attitude. That's why tattoos are a big deal. Xanatos Clutch says, add cryptos as part of your contributions. You know what? I've actually thought about that, like Bitcoin, because I've got a Bitcoin wallet. You know, it's funny. I had like $5 in my Bitcoin wallet from like 2 months ago. I checked it the other day. I had $40. It was great. I was like, oh shit, I forgot that was in there. I might have to do that. Jonathan J says, what did you recommend? I can't talk. Listen, this is my second show, so I've already got some sort of fatigue here. Jonathan J says, what is your recommendation to develop conversational skills? Just like I told the first guy, I've already forgotten his name. Robbie, send me your email address, DonovanSharpeROK@gmail.com, and I will send you the ebook, How to Stop Simping in 24 Hours. Again, there's a section in there where I talk about how to get over approach anxiety. that you go through that step by step. It's a 4-week process. It worked for me. It will absolutely work for you. Or you can subscribe to Donovan's Den for $5 a month on Patreon. And that's basically the vocal version of that. Now I give you certain examples, so you're going to get a little bit more out of Donovan's Den. But so the bottom line to develop your conversational skills, go out and talk to women. All right. Just go out and talk to women. You don't even have to start conversations with. You have to start on a low level. And again, I'm not going to give it away. Send me your email address, read all about it and how to stop simping in 24 hours. And in 1 month, you'll be talking to more chicks than you'll know what to do with. Desmond Davis says, you are so underrated. I don't know how you don't have 1 million subs. That's the goal, man. My goal is to build this thing. Right now I'm at what, 5,700 subscribers. I've got almost 7,000 subscribers between my 2 channels. I'd like to be up around 250,000 subscribers. I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years. You know, who knows? We'll see what happens. But I appreciate that. It's good that you guys have that high of opinion of me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Blackest Night says, don't go to Dominican Republic either. Matter of fact, don't bring them to the US. They'll be bitten by feminazi vampires. My sentiments exactly. Better believe it. Jeffy Salcera, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, says, preach the truth. Paul Sharpe echoes my sentiment. Don't bring them here. She's going to get Americanized. Some dumb Hussein says Nick Foles. Listen, Nick Foles actually had a pretty good game through 4 touchdown passes. I'll tell you what, though, our defense really let us down. Shout out to Brian Hodgson. With the $5 donation. Appreciate that. Marcus Brown says, much respect from Chicago. Absolutely. Brian Hodgson says, fat bitches give dome faster than Lindsay Lohan on a crack binge. Listen, and it's so funny because people are like, well, what, you know, everyone knows that fat girls have to give good head because they're fat chicks. Well, this is why hot girls can be bitches, because they don't have to be nice. You know, hot girls are useless because they don't have to be useful. It's the same thing. Jeffy Salcero says, I know of a Dominicana single mom with 3 kids, 2 from one father, 1 from another. She's 33 with overinflated self-worth, dating a guy who likes to gamble. She boasts he's a high roller. These fucking single mom hoes, man. I swear to God. Anybody who flashes money, doesn't matter what his net worth is. Oh, he's a high roller. Bitch, like that nigga gambles away his money. No high roller. Jordan Booker says, like the Matrix, the red pill needs to be accepted. Feminist breeds blue pill narratives of stupidity. Exactly. King's Eye says, the quote, problem is women haven't evolved to love us. They are designed to act the way they do for the betterment of the species. As a man, see them for this and use them. Don't hate the game, play it. I could not agree more, King's Eyes. I always say this. A lot of men out there say, well, I'm not into playing games. I don't want to play games. Well, guess what? Everyone's playing the game. And the people who choose not to play the game are the ones who lose the quickest. That's how that works. You're playing the game whether you want to or not. That's just all there is to it. Jordan Mitchell asks, would you rather live in today's sexual marketplace where sex with easy whores are easy with red pill whatever? Or live before feminism where being a whore was shameful? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a very good question. Oh, man. Damn. Because getting sex from hoes is easy, but I would rather live in the pre-feminism days. Because, look, guys, I mean, listen, man, like sleeping with a bunch of girls is great, but at some point listen, as men, we value some sort of connection with women. And women want connection with men. This is what we're put on earth for. But feminism has taken that away from us. Like, you can fuck 500 bitches. Every man wants that one woman that he can count on. I think that most of us would agree that a life with one woman that you can count on absolutely trumps fucking a bunch of bitches. And listen, maybe it's easy for me to say that because I've lived that life before, and it was great, but Being with one woman, being with one quality woman is better than being with 74 sluts. Listen, I'll take the former any day. So give me the pre-feminism days. Some dumb Hussein says, I did give a shout out to Logic Wins for the $10 super chat. I think I did that already. If I didn't, I do apologize. Logic Wins. I don't know what your icon is. Kind of look like maybe like Fist from the North Star or something like that. Not that I'm not like I've ever been an anime nerd, right? given my beta days away there. Fist of the North Star, Akira, Dragon Ball Z, that kind of stuff. Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me go here. I've got my first disagreement. Jeff A. Salcero says, ultimatums come from a place of insecurity and weakness. That is a negative ghostwriter. If my woman comes to me and says, Donovan, I want to get a tattoo, my ultimatum to her is that if you get that tattoo, I'm out. That's not from a place of weakness. That is me upholding the standard that no woman that I'm going to commit to is going to have a fucking tattoo and look like a whore. So we can agree to disagree there. Dude, you can give your woman ultimatums all you want to. Hey, look, if you do X, Y is going to happen. Not everything is a gray area, guys. There have to be absolutes for there to be order. If your woman knows that if she does something, then she has to know that for every sequence, there is a consequence, whether it's positive or negative. And sometimes you have to let her know these things. Hey, look, and women will say, are you giving me an ultimatum? Yes, absolutely. I have had women tell me, oh my God, you're so controlling. You're so possessive. You're just now figuring that out, sweetheart? Yes, I am possessive. I am absolutely controlling. You guys can call me whatever the fuck you want. It works for me. Women these days need a firm hand. This is not a relationship. This is a dictatorship. And you need absolute totalitarian balls of steel to regulate women these days. Anything less than that, and she will run over you. She'll run over you all day long. So you can say ultimatums come from a place of weakness. No, ultimatums come from a place of strength, because you know that you are going to carry out exactly what you said you're going to do. Women who say, well, I don't respond well to ultimatums. No, there's no responding well or not responding well. You've got a choice. You can either do it or not, but there are consequences to both. And if you're a man and you've got the balls to give your woman an ultimatum, then you should have the balls to walk away. That is absolutely coming from a position of strength there. You better fucking believe it. Love it. Walter Level says, let them know that you are a man. Absolutely. Jeff Salcero says, reduce, reduction, and damage control. Two concepts a man needs to be familiar with when deciding to get with a female. I agree 100%. I totally agree. Agree with that. Tinder works better in larger cities like Las Vegas, for example. I'm going to tell you what. You don't have to be on Tinder to get laid in Vegas. I'll just tell you that right now. Karan Smith says, never tried Tinder. Listen, as soon as you download the app on Tinder, you're going to be getting a blowjob. That's how easy I've heard that getting pussy is. Paul Sharp says to start with fat females. That's fucked up. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $2 super chat. I don't see Logic Wins super chat on the screen. I don't see that on there yet. It says Iron Fist Velvet Glove. You're goddamn right. God, I like that. Iron Fist Velvet Glove. You need to run your relationship with an iron fist. Fuck what you heard. All of this diplomatical bullshit where you're negotiating. No, sweetheart. This ain't a negotiation. This ain't a democracy, man. This is a dictatorship. What I say goes. And if you don't like it, you can fucking step. Is that an ultimatum? Yes. Make your choice. I got shit to do. That's how it works. And whether or not she stays, guess what? She has your respect because she knows you're not going to tolerate certain things. Totally agree with that. Good comment there by Brian Hodgson. Walter Level says, oh wait, Robbie says, thanks for the detailed answer. Love your work. No problem. Walter Level says, confidence, not arrogance, is the most attractive quality. I slightly disagree with that. Confidence is attractive. Arrogance can sometimes be more attractive. You just have to you have to know, you have to feel the room. Listen, I'm an arrogant motherfucker, and it has never failed me. It has never failed me. Now, a lot of times arrogance can be overinflated confidence, almost like you're trying to be like, hey, look at me. So I can see what I can understand what you're saying there, but it is better to be arrogant. It is better to be overconfident than to be underconfident. So if you're going to go extreme one way or the other, be arrogant rather than passive. So good comment there. I'd have to agree with that. Karan Smith says, yes, you are pronouncing my name correctly. Love it. Love it. Karan Smith says, so the red pill is basically the Matrix movie, but it's real life. Yep. Yep. Cyborg K says, hey, Donovan, to me, taking the red pill is much better for us than MGTOW. The MGTOW thing is a bunch of crying, complaining that they don't even approach women. Do you feel the same? See, here's the thing, guys. I think a lot of MGTOWs get a bad rap because the bottom-dwelling MGTOWs are the loudest MGTOWs, right? The neckbeards, the guys who live in their own basement and say, you guys who chase women are worshiping pussy, knowing good and goddamn well that they would fall over backwards to fuck even a fat chick. I think what you guys need to understand is that not all MGTOWs are created equal. There are a lot of MGTOWs out there like Black Gnostic Speaks. You guys know who he is. He is a top-level MGTOW. But you guys have to understand that there are top-level MGTOWs and then there are the low-level MGTOWs. The low-level MGTOWs, those are the loudest. Those are the guys that have Cheeto dust on their fingers and, you know, play video games and all that other kind of stuff. And the thing is that low-level MGTOWs, they like to, quote, shame us for loving pussy too much and worshiping pussy because they can't get it. In other words, those low-level MGTOWs would have us believe that they could get pussy if they wanted to, but they don't, so they don't go after that, which we all know is bullshit. And that's why they catch a lot of heat. But not all MGTOWs are created equal, guys. Barry CEO says subscribe to the Patreon for the approach. Absolutely. Dago Silver Black says finally made it in. What's up, Donovan? Good to see you in here. Wow, Jamie Morales says Dominican women are natural-born gold diggers. Off Ripka over blah, 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 blah. I dated a Dominican girl when I lived in Brooklyn years ago. I didn't get that impression, but maybe because she was Americanized. So, but yeah, I never really knew about that. So. Karan says, never thought I'd catch a live stream with Donovan today. Yeah, again, just a review for, you know, the, 69, 70 viewers that we have now. I am now streaming simultaneously to both of my YouTube channels. My main YouTube channel, I got a community strike, and my 90-day ban on my live streaming is now over. So a lot of you guys who, and I've probably gained something like 3,500 subscribers since that time. So a lot of you guys are seeing me live for the first time. But what I'm doing now is I'm streaming live to both channels, both of my YouTube channels, because I didn't want to leave out my OGs who ride or died for me. And I'm also streaming simultaneously through Facebook and Twitter. So, and everything looks like it is streaming nice and smoothly. So we're good to go. Again, I did an episode earlier. I'll leave this episode up. I'll change the title, call it Q&A with Donovan Sharpe. Tried it earlier. My stupid ass had both. My dumb ass had both of the live streaming settings to private. So I'm on the air. I'm like, why isn't YouTube working? I need to submit a ticket to technical support. No, it's my stupid ass. It happens. Can't win them all. Mozart Gates says, Donovan, can you dick my sister down? She's out of control. If she's a fat bitch, no fucking way, dude. Don't be trying to pawn your fat fucking sister on me, man. Fuck that. I got a reputation. Good shit. Barry CEO says this time next year you'll hit 25,000 subs at least. Game is game and truth is truth. Donovan gives both in bunches. That would be something, man. It really would be. And now we have 74 people watching between the two channels. Clearly the largest audience I've ever had. I looked at Twitter and there were something like 700 people watching my first broadcast. Let me see how many are watching now. Give me a second here. Oh, wow. I've got 773 people watching on Twitter. So So yeah, listen, it would appear that this software is absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. But yeah, if I have 25,000 subscribers by this time next year, yeah, things will be very different. And listen, man, I put the money right back in the show. You guys see regular upgrades to the show. I'm never gonna stagnate. I try to come with new graphics, new equipment, new knowledge, etc., etc. Try to keep it fresh for you guys. Paul Sharpe says, "Wow, that went to me. I choose not to play the game." Yeah. A lot of people say, well, I choose not to play the game. Well, no, you don't have a choice. Like, if you're living and breathing and you like women, you're playing the game. All right. But if you choose not to play the game, then you end up losing in the end. That's how it works. This is cool. I like this format. This whole, Rob Peterson asks, how did you end up getting banned? I don't want to talk about it, because I don't want to mention it. I don't want to set off alarm bells, but I disagreed with the ban, and that was that. But the ban is over. I'm all good. I'm totally all good. Got another couple of shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Says Gear Change, what is your favorite car type? Ooh, wow. I like the Koenigsegg Agera. If I had a spare $4 million laying around, I would buy the Koenigsegg Agera. Aston Martin would probably be a distant second. Shout out to Fly Guy with the $5 super chat. Says, you are on fire, bro. These women can't outsmart us with this feminist stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dude Watt 212 says, Sharp Assist name of the software. Let's see what Sharp Assist said earlier. All right, Sharp Assist, I'll let you handle that. I don't know what. Logic Win says, fat chicks are harder to get in my experience. God damn. Wow. Did Logic Wins just did you just out yourself as a chubby chaser? Like, is that what that was? I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm just messing with you. Oh my god, this is great. Ah, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wow, you guys are asking great questions, man. You guys really are. TNM says, how do you get over a slump phase in your workout routine? You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific, because I don't go through slumps in my workout routine. I stay motivated. So be a little more specific and I'll answer that question for you. Oh, wait a minute. Skipped all the way down. And oh man. Oh, the name of the software I am using, it's called Restream. It's called Restream. That's the name of the software, restream.io. It allows you to simultaneously broadcast to multiple platforms. And it's mainly for gamers, so they've got Twitch and they've got like 100 gaming sites that you could stream to. But because most of my audience is on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, I decided to go ahead and do it like this. And it is working out swimmingly. I mean, everything works exactly as advertised. Everything is working. Yeah, everything is working great. This is quite something. I'm really impressed with this. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the way this software is performing. I was a little pissed off in the beginning, but that was operator error. So, somebody asked a very good question. Give me 1 second here. Jeff Salcero says, I'm not disagreeing with you, Donovan, on the ultimatum thing. I misunderstood. I was thinking about when she gives you an ultimatum, like she wants commitment. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. My bad, Jeff Salcero. Didn't mean to get confrontational there with you. Yeah, if a girl gives you an ultimatum, we need to make this little thing of ours official or I walk. Let her fucking walk. I don't give a fuck. Because, dude, as a man, you're in a position of strength. She wants the commitment, not you. So if you decide to eliminate yourself from that situation, she will stick around 10 times out of 10. Good, very, very good. Very, very good. Dude Watt 212 says, Donovan, what was the inspiration behind your Villains series? Those samples were insightful. It's one of those things, like, the inspiration for my Villains series actually came a few years back. This is, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years after I found the red pill. I was fucking this Mexican girl. I forget her name. And I remember we're sitting there watching Rocky IV, and I loved Ivan Drago. I'm talking about, oh yeah, Ivan Drago's the coolest guy on earth, and this and that and the other. And she said to me, you always like the bad guy. And I kind of looked at her, I was like, you know what? I kind of always do like the bad guy. And that's when it hits me. That's when it hit me. Bad guys are always the coolest, right? They have the best weapons, they drive the coolest cars, they fuck the hottest girls. Well, aside from committing crimes, if men want to live that kind of life without, of course, ending up dead or in jail, you need to take on a lot of the you need to adopt the mindset of a career villain, career criminal. No, this doesn't mean go out and start robbing banks. Not at all. But that's the inspiration for my villain series is my realization that a lot of the heroes, whether they're on screen or off screen, they're just not as cool as the bad guys. They never are. They never are. So good question there. Good question. Dominic Lewis says you should have an episode where you let one bitch speak her mind and then let us give her the truth. From Red Pill Awareness Men, so she can have a hard way to learn. I will be the first volunteer, Donovan. You know, as tempting as that sounds, I would love to fillet a bitch on my show. But here's the thing. Women, even when the truth is staring a woman right in the face, they can never admit to themselves that the truth is the right thing to think. Let alone admit to it. Do you honestly think, and I'm not trying to bag on you here, Dominic, but let's say we get a bitch on here. Oh, you met her, blah, 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 blah. Single moms are the queens, and this and that and the other. Do you honestly think that woman, after we fillet her, do you honestly think she's going to say, you know what? I'm completely changed. You guys have changed my whole outlook on life. Thank you. No, of course not. She's just going to fight back, and she's going to make everybody mad. Good idea, though. Good idea. And I don't think I have any women in here. I think in the beginning, when I started streaming live, in the beginning, I used to have bitches in here all the time trying to attention whore, and I just said to hell with them. Get up out of here with that. Fuck that noise. So I don't really get too many women in here. O'Shea he's got some female mods, and that's, listen, he's got 49,000 subscribers. It obviously works for him. I'm not trying to hear what women have to say. Karan says, is the red pill a covenant with yourself? Yes. Good question. It absolutely is. Marcus A. Brown says, I agree with your position on MGTOW. There are extremists in every crowd, and unfortunately, they're the ones who squeal the loudest. Could not have said it better myself. Too Cool for School says, aren't all women gold diggers? Yeah, on some level they are. On some level they are. And listen, and here's the thing. I am not, how can I put this? I don't hate on women who are quote gold diggers. How can I put this? I'm definitely against women who use men solely for the purpose of money, only to extract the money from him and then move on to the next target. But if there's a young hot girl who marries a 40-something-year-old rich guy and has his kids just because he's rich, who am I to hate? Because guess what? If I'm a 40-something-year-old rich guy, I'm not gonna marry some old hag. I want the young hot girl. It's tit for tat. I don't hate on gold diggers any more than I hate on older men dating younger women. Dude, if you're a 54-year-old man and you want a 19-year-old girlfriend, dude, do you? If you're a 19-year-old girl who wants a taste of the good life and you want to marry a 60-year-old rich guy, hey, you are getting no hate from me. This is what we do. This is what we do. Uh-oh, we got our first beef in here. Michelle versus Zaire. I'll let you guys iron that out. Oh, never mind. Looks like we got to make it. My bad. I thought you were trying to sun me. You're right. You don't want to be doing that. Don't want to be doing that. Karan Smith says YouTube bans for no reason. I'm not going to get into whether I agreed or disagreed with the ban. Obviously, I disagreed with it, but it's over with now. So. Hector Castaneda says, captivate my attention. What does the title mean? Distinguish from what and who I am. Hector, this is actually a restream. Oh boy. go back to episode 174. I'm gonna have to change the title. I'm actually streaming for the second time tonight because the very first time I did it, I didn't have my settings correctly, so it didn't stream to YouTube correctly. So I went ahead and just hit the restream button again. Everything is working fine. I'm just doing an open forum Q&A, and this might actually be something I do on a regular basis because this is actually quite a lot of fun. You guys, listen, you guys do all the work for me, right? You guys come up with the content. Guys, it takes me 3, 4, sometimes even 5 hours to put these shows together. And even, listen, I like it, but it is hard work. But I do like every once in a while to just sit down and just shoot the shit with you guys. So, shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $2 super chat. He said, is it gold diggers or broke niggas? Now, I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke nigga. Didula asks, what is your advice for guys getting pressure to marry? Don't marry. It is a shit test. Here's what happens, right? The way this works is when you get the ultimatum from a girl, and guys, as sure as the sun will come up the next day, this is going to happen. If you're fucking a girl for long enough, she is going to want to get married. This is what every girl wants, right? If she says, we need to get married or I'm going to walk, you let her walk. Because if you don't, if you say, okay, I'll get married, you have failed the shit test. You have bent to her will. So she's lost respect for you. She's lost a little bit of respect for you at that point, and that respect will continue to that respect will continue to dwindle. If you hold your ground, and if you want to marry her, then marry her. I'm not saying if you don't want to marry her, you know, don't. If you want to marry her, don't marry her. But if you don't want to get married, don't get married. And if you tell her, well, you know what, you can walk, 9 times out of 10, she's going to stick around. She may tell you, okay, we're done, and then go and cry for 3 days and hope that you come back and say, okay, I'll marry you, at which point you will have failed the shit test. But if you tell her, no, I won't marry you, and you guys end up splitting up for good, guess what? You're going to be, girls always have the one that got away. The one that got away is the guy she tried to pressure into a long-term relationship or marriage, and he held his ground, and she cannot stop thinking about him. So if a girl pressures you to get married and you say no, whether you stay together or not, you still have her respect. And her respect is 10 times more important than her commitment. You're already going to get the commitment if she wants you to get married. Make sure that if you're not ready to get married, do not let her pressure you into getting married. Straight up. Very good question. Very good question there by D. Dula. Dude Watt says, restream, got it. This looks clean. I know, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna have to work on my my other stuff here. My event ticker here. I'm gonna have to tweak some stuff out. But yeah, everything looks like it's working everything looks like it's working out pretty good. Oh wow. Okay, there we go. Zaire Phoenix says 9s and 10s are definitely more easy to talk to. Absolutely. And the reason why 9s and 10s are easier to talk to is because they don't get talked to as much as 6s and 7s. I always say this, guys. 9s and the reason why 9s and 10s are easier to talk to is because guys don't hit on them as much. Yes, all kinds of men love to talk to 9s and 10s, but they do it innocuously. Hey, you know, great weather we're having. Or hey, where are you going today? Or hey, let's talk about something I'm going to come off as non-threatening. Very few men walk right up to 9s and 10s and say, hi, I'm Donovan. Okay, well, I'm Julie. All right, good to meet you. Yeah, you're wearing a red dress. I like red. Do you always wear red? And then it goes from there. 9s and 10s don't get as many offers. 9s and 10s don't get as many men talking to them that make no bones about what he's angling for, which is a sexual relationship. 6s and 7s get offers all the time because we think that they're easier to hit on. So 9s and 10s are really easy to talk to, but they're hard as fuck to fuck. Fucking a 9 or a 10, that's hard work. The 3-date rule for sex, that applies to 9s and 10s. Listen, I fucked a shitload of 9s and 10s. I can think of maybe 2 that I fucked on the first date. Okay? They are extremely hard to have sex with because they are 9s and 10s. 6s and 7s, they're much harder to talk to, but as soon as you pass those shit tests, dude, fucking 6s and 7s on first dates, again, it's like taking candy from a baby. So 9s and 10s, easy to talk to, hard to fuck. 6s and 7s, hard to talk to, really easy to fuck. There's the dichotomy there. Jeff Salcero says, you like sex? Don't get married. Yeah, right. Barry CEO says women naturally chase after men with power because they themselves don't have power naturally. The only reason why women have power in this country is because men gave it to them. Dude, bingo. I say this all the time. Any woman who has money, influence, power, it is because of a man. Period. Somewhere along the way, or maybe the entire way, there was a man that was involved in her rise to stardom. Yes, there could be exceptions to the rule, but consider this. If there were a company that was started from the ground up with nothing but females, I'm talking females from the bottom to the top, in the mailroom, forklift drivers, that business would absolutely fail on many, many levels. But if a company is started by all men, which they are successfully run. Any power, money, or influence that a woman has is ultimately because of a man. Period. Anti-Gravity 74, good to see you in here, says, damn, a late stream. Good shit. Very good. To hear the rest of this episode,
wait a minute.
to Donovan. There we are. Little snafu with the controls there. Okay, well, it's good to see that everything works. That's going to do it for this episode of this impromptu episode of TSR Live. My thanks to all of my super chatters. The list is too long to mention. Thank you guys for your donations. Thank you for your help. I will see you guys tomorrow with a much more organized show. Thanks for listening, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow.